Hey folks, I'm CPC Gamer, and welcome to the stream. Not gonna lie, I am sitting here looking at these familiar names and faces in chat, and I'm beaming, cause like, yeah, I got cool friends coming to watch me play my video games. I like it. And, I don't really have any particular announcements today. Just that I'm happy to see everyone, and you guys are amazing. So, I might just flick over to the game, and, you know, we'll just get on with things. Or will we? Because I've changed Heather back into her regular outfit. We'll see why in about an hour's time. But this gives me an opportunity to talk about something that I started at the end of the last stream, didn't get a chance to do it properly because I didn't have the visual aids ready, but now I do. So let's pause that and go over to this. The original design for Heather's character looked like this. And fans of the wider Silent Hill series are probably having like PTSD flashbacks right about now, because this character design is recycled wholesale in another game. We're going to meet this person in the Silent Hill Homecoming, which is one of the bad ones. I would argue it's the worst one. We'll get to that when we play it. And when they were like designing and testing the game, they realized this character is way too capable and confident, and she's in total control of the situation, so they wanted to change her up. And the story goes that when they were brainstorming ideas for how to do that, how do we make this character more vulnerable, some of the female staff suggested put her in a skirt. Hopefully the reasoning here is obvious. So they retooled the character, and they came up with these designs. And it's kind of cool how you can see Heather slowly taking shape throughout these designs, particularly the one on the right, which was ultimately recolored to look like that. And that led to this, and that's how Heather got her design. And I think that's pretty cool. And that is my quick talk about fashion. And I was going to do that at the end of the last stream, but, you know, now I had the pictures ready, so that's much better. Anyway, let's go into this spooky building. I don't remember why. It is World Mental Health Day. So yes, it is a good day to do Silent Hill 3. Oh Wales, you are right on the money. A skirt makes a person feel more vulnerable when you're wearing it. Particularly in Japan, that has kind of a pop culture thing going on with, like, creepers on trains. It's an actual problem as well, but, like, it's a pop culture thing as well, and everybody knows about it. Cancer Ope, hello. This lock is broken. I don't know if you noticed. So that's playing into it as well. And yeah, all in all, I think this was a pretty good design, because realistically, the third level ceiling has crumbled. For safety's sake, entry is forbidden. How am I doing? I am okay. It was a pretty good day at work today, and I'm off tomorrow, and now I'm streaming for all my friends. This is a good day. For the fourth level floor has crumbled. For safety's sake, entry is forbidden. I am spotting a theme. I don't remember this building being 5+ stories tall. 5 stories tall. There you go. I don't remember that. But there it is. Anything? Nothing? Just a plain old wash basin. Nothing. The fact that it's old, I like that. That's pretty cool. There's something else that needs to be spoken about in one of these rooms. Is it this one? It's this one! The wall color looks a little different here, and the material is different too. It might break if I hit it hard enough. Well, how about we, weapons are down here in this game, Andy. Ooh, that's what we'll do. Let's hit it with a maul, because I have it, and I'm going to show it off. Here we go. Tonk is definitely the noise that that would make. And we got a silencer. I can see a pair of legs through the broken part of the wall. I hope those are just mannequin legs, but I guess I'm not that lucky. Just like the black cat. I wish I hadn't seen that. Fun fact, that's Solid Snake. Like, from the Metal Gear series. Because Metal Gear and Silent Hill take place in the same universe. So that's Snake. And you can also see... oh, what is it? It's in Snake Eater. Parts of Snake Eater have pictures from Silent Hill in it. And the ghost from PT shows up in MGS5. Or I believe it would, but it has to be hacked back in. But either way, yeah, Lisa's in that. So the two games take place in the same world. I think that's it, actually. I think Heather's just looking around at the whole... Oh, hang on. Maybe not. Are you a thing? Yeah, let's get some health. Anyway, now we can jump down the hole. That mattress will definitely have cushioned our fall. And it's a good job there was nothing underneath it. But no, I like Heather's design in this game. And I like that they changed it from the one that they had to this one, because... Again, that character is way too capable, whereas Heather is supposed to be, and is, just some unremarkable teenage girl who happens to be caught up in this for some reason. And we're not entirely sure why yet. I do not like that. I don't like them. I don't like that sound. I don't like that I can't look at them. I'm just gonna jump into this building. It'll be fine. I hope it'll be fine. Occasionally I hear the disc read head going in the PS2 and I'm like, oh no! Do I need to sacrifice someone to the PS2 gods? Just to make it load. Oh, counter Ope is lurking. Please enjoy your lurk. I'm gonna enjoy this cup of tea. Oh, there's nothing inside. Never mind. Maybe I'm not gonna make a cup of tea. I watched the first episode of Dharma with Criddle over there, and that show is kind of terrifying, in part because it is a really good portrayal of Dharma. Like, don't. That guy's terrifying. Oh, hello. Just shoot over the dog, that's fine. You don't need to attack those. It is scary because it's, stop looking at the dog, shoot that one! It is scary because it's true events. I've mentioned in passing, there is, I believe it is called, I want to say it's called Interview with a Psychopath, or something like that. Basically, they do an interview with Dharma, and there is a quote that he has, where he just very calmly says, I didn't know how to tell anyone about it, so I didn't. I like, just very matter-of-factly, you know, don't we all? Pretty sure no. Pretty sure no, we don't all. I don't like this room. This is some spooky nonsense. This is the only mannequin with a head. There's something weird about the headless ones. Like they can still see me or something. Yuck. Ooh. Uh, ammunition, though. Well then. Here's a mannequin with no head or legs. I know it's just an inanimate object, but I'm still a little nervous. Afraid, maybe. So fun thing, when this mannequin gets cut up, one of two sounds will play. Either a high-pitched scream of its own, or the sound that Heather makes when she falls down a pit. There's meant to be something in here. I am dead certain there's meant to be something in here. Well, maybe there isn't. This is blood. It's bread. Anyway, yeah, pretty sure there was supposed to be a sword in that room. Don't need it, not gonna use it. Is that a door? You are telling me that this is not a door. That's a door. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's keep going. So see, the thing is, right? You're watching The Shining to get over watching Dharma. The Shining is fictional, first of all, but also you know what you're getting into, because presumably you have seen it before. So you're a little more prepared. Maybe this is the no, never mind. I was gonna say maybe this is the building that only has 3 floors. No, this also has 5 floors. Weird. Oh, this has 6. This building's going hard with the floors. I could do with a map game. That would be that'd be hunky dory right there. The Shining's good because The Shining is just weird. Like, there's just a lot of bizarre, unexplained things, and that's just the movie. And I like that. It's one of the reasons why, changing tack, I like the Twilight Zone as much as I do. Because very often, there's no moral or greater lesson in the Twilight Zone. It's just Rod Serling coming out like, man, this is an episode about toys in a bucket. Isn't that weird? Anyway. Wouldn't it be weird if there was a gremlin on the wing of the plane? Yes, there would. And nobody believed him. The end. Ooh, actually, if we're doing that, I'm going to recommend one of my favorite episodes of the Twilight Zone. Hi! You're just a monster in an office? That's fine. I'm just gonna leave you to it. I'm gonna recommend one of my favorite episodes, which is The Monsters I Do on Maple Street. Because it's weird. In my head, it's like a really good TV version of Silent Hill. But realistically, Silent Hill is a very good video game version of that episode, because they share a lot of the same elements. Ooh. I didn't know that was there. Although it makes sense that a car jack would be in the, like, auto parts shop. So Just goes to show you how much I have been paying attention to this game. And then that side's unlocked. Still don't have a map, so I'm lost. It's fine. It's actually fine. Also, let's just tie everything together right here. There are several references to The Shining in one of my favorite games, which is The Suffering. Part 1. There is no Part 2. That game never existed. Certainly isn't terrible. No, sir. See, here's something that gets me. Why is there a 6th floor, but actually there isn't? Like, they modeled that. They made this map taller than it needed to be, just to go, hey, can't go that way. Although I suppose I do also complain if a game is just in the last stream of this, in fact, I was complaining how Homecoming is essentially just a straight line start to finish. It pretends that it isn't, but it is. Now, can I use this now? Yes, I can. See, look at this. This is action Heather, solving puzzles with sensible solutions and logic. And this is way better than that Shakespeare puzzle, let me tell you. Just force it open and down we go. I know that there's something pretty bad in one of these rooms. But I'm also sure there's something good. Yeah, this is it. I don't think that room has anything in it other than 3 monsters. Oh, thank goodness for that. I like how she says there's nothing to be interested in, but she's obviously looking at something. The drawer's open just a smidge. Oh, smidge! What a great word. Must be rusted or something. I can't pull it out any further. I think I remembered how to do that as well. I'm going to say you need a screwdriver to pry it open. That said, I thought there was a sword in that mannequin room. So, hey, this shows you what I know. Can I look at those? No, I can't. Alright. I want to say one of those is, like, important or a reference to something. No, can't look at the wall. Oh well. Keep your secrets, game. Okay. Pretty sure this door is also locked. Oh wait, something has just dawned on me. Where do I need to go? I definitely need to go somewhere. Because, like, I seem to recall there is a portion of this map which exists solely as a progression gate. You have to go through this room because the room exists for you to go through. There's a key in there, and there is no other reason for that room to exist. But I got some notes on it. Oh, Wales is lurking. Good plan. I am surprised you stuck with the game as long as you did. I know you're not a fan of the horror. Oop, there we go. There we go. Well, maybe it's just on those 2 floors then. Maybe I've missed something. Do you know what I will do? I'll talk about this. There is a sound on the disc for a baby crying, and it's meant to play in one of the background rooms in one of the hallways. The devs have never said why. Oh, all right. No, the devs have never said why they removed that sound. They just did. It does get used in the Silent Hill HD collection. Loath as I am to think about the Silent Hill HD collection. But also that sound plays the first time we meet Claudia, not like any particularly useful place. Oh, here it is. I think this is the place. Empirical Woodland, you are correct. It is just an annoying sound to hear. Looks like there was a picture here before. Only the caption's still around. Flame purifies all. Ah, well, I keep doing that. I keep buttoning through Heather's sassy dialogue, and I'm very sorry. I got as far as flames, eh? And I was going to go, oh, she's Canadian. And that's about it. Anyway, we got a screwdriver. Let's go through this door right here. Yeah, this is the one. I think. Yes? I was going to say, you gave me a fancy new camera angle to look at, game. What are you doing? Of course, we're saying that there was a crying child in work today. And you know, when you hear a crying child and they're just kind of crying because they want attention, and then there was a terror cry, it was that second one. And even I'm there like, I feel like I should do something about this. I don't like it. Make that stop. And the parents are like, yeah, it's fine. We just keep on going. Can't say I was a fan. Was that on the 3rd floor? I think it was the 3rd floor. I literally just looked at the map. You'd think I'd remember, but hey. Sir, Alana Ray, I was not dressed up as an evil clown, aka any clown. But I do have this habit of making people jump when they spot me at work. I don't know why. People are just like, yeah, it's Andy. And I wish they wouldn't. Don't know why. But there we go. Right. That's not the door. This is the door. I'm continue to be bad at navigating maps. Right. So we go over here and use a screwdriver which will pry the drawer open. And there we go. We can get whatever is inside of it, which is a rope. She's looking at the save point. Okay. See, this is how you know we're stream buddies, because in Little Frankie's streams, Rope keeps showing up to torment him and be a cool guy, whereas in my stream, Rope is like, "Hey man, you want to solve a problem? I'll be right there in a jiffy. I'll solve that problem." That's not what Rope Snake sounds like. He's not a chav, but oh my god, could you imagine? Also, we still have the Shakespeare book. Very important that we still have the Shakespeare book. There's a reason why I kept it. I will show you why that is. Anyway, we use the rope. And now we can climb downstairs. I would very much like to announce that that lock is broken. That I am very proud of you for remembering to take care of yourself. And that goes for anyone else in chat as well. It is World Mental Health Day, and even when it isn't, I want you to treat yourselves better than this camera is currently treating me. Look at it go. One of the best descriptions for this camera that I have ever heard comes from Zero Punctuation when it says that the cameras in Silent Hill move like an elastic flail. That door, that's a door from Silent Hill 1. You remember that? What are you? Green Ridge Mental Health Clinic. That's the door in the teacher's lounge, where you have to use the tarot card of the door to open it. How about that? I think this is the room. Is this the room? Could be. Or maybe. Oh no, it's the mental health clinic. That's right. I've got to stop committing to saying things because I never actually know for sure what I'm talking about. and I don't want to be like, yeah, here's a solution, when it demonstrably is not. Anyway, let's go through the interior decorator's house. Yeah, see? Oh, Wales gets it. It can be hard to take care of yourself sometimes, just in general. What is that? I don't know. But remembering to take care of yourself and actually doing so, yes. Everyone should do that. I'm glad when we are able to look after one another. Hello? What are you?
I knew it.
Now how am I gonna take a bath? Also, since we were talking about Heather's character design, something I like about Heather's character design is they have gone to great lengths to make her look human and realistic. Like, I want to say there's a scene now or coming up where they give a close-up of her face and she has freckles and spots because she's a teenage girl. They have... That's a very familiar sounding voice. Who could that have been? But yeah, like, she has skin blemishes, and it's very rare that characters in video games have that. But Heather does, because it's a very realistic character.
Not again. Did she do this too?
That's a really good reaction to being in Silent Hill. It's just, I'm gonna kick this bathtub. I'm sick of it. Oh, yeah, that's a wonderful thing to just come over to. Look at that. So is this. What are you? I don't know. There's some spooky nonsense going on in that closet. I tell you what. I'm just gonna leave. And then... It's these guys! Alright, this is a new kind of enemy. It's called a slurper. And the trivia for this enemy is that it has the kanji for inu on its head, which means dog. And it's, I don't believe you can actually see that in gameplay, but if you look at the character art and the concept art for the slurper, it absolutely does. Right, this is the room. This room, look at it. It exists for you to go into and back out of as a progression gate. Oh, there's something here. Find the Holy One. Kill her? That's me. Who could have taken this photo? That's really creepy. And this is one of the reasons why they wanted a vulnerable design and feel for the character, because... What, you think Mom Jeans is going to react like that? No, she's not. She's just going to go and solve the problem.
Heather. That's what you're called now, isn't it?
And who are you?
The name's Vincent. Don't forget it, okay? I'm on your side.
I don't believe him.
But how do I know you're not with her?
Her? You mean Claudia? Please don't lump me together with her. She was totally brainwashed by that crazy old hag. I guess crazy old hag is a bit harsh. She is your mother, after all.
My mother? What do you mean?
You don't remember? So Harry didn't tell you anything.
That's a name that I know from the first game.
Guess he hid the truth to keep you on his side. Eh?
He is also Canadian.
He's a pretty sneaky guy.
Don't talk about my dad like that!
Sorry. I apologize. Please, calm down.
How do you know my father anyway?
I know everything. I know about your past, too.
Then tell me what's going on.
You don't know even that?
That's why I'm asking. If you know everything, then tell me how I can put an end to this.
Not yet. Why not enjoy yourself a bit longer?
Enjoy? I feel like I'm going crazy. Does this place get to you at all?
Oh, it gets to me, all right. I find it most fascinating.
Bit creepy, dude.
Wait! I'm not finished talking.
I knew you were on her side.
How do you figure?
There's something wrong with you, too.
Heather's great, by the way, and she continues to be, like, one of the most competent protagonists, where it's like, mate, if you're not gonna give me the answers that I want, I'm just gonna leave. I don't care anymore. I'm going home. Bye. Also, fun fact, Vincent has no reason to be in this building. because he doesn't work here. So why is he here? He's here because he needs to be introduced to the plot at some point, but, you know, that's about all you're gonna get. And then in the movie, he was Heather's boyfriend. Fancy that. And he was played by Jon Snow. I mean Kit Harington. I mean Jon Snow. Bonus little bit of trivia about Vincent is that one of the unlockable outfits in Silent Hill Origins is Vincent's jacket. I don't know why, of all characters, they went with Vincent from Silent Hill 3, but if you like, you can unlock his jacket in a game that has nothing to do with him. Newsreader Johns now. Game? Alright, there we go. There we go. Am I done on this floor? I'm not done on this floor. I should just leave. What floor am I on? I am on the second floor. Can we just open the doors? Something that cracks me up, right, is the Silent Hill games take place in this, like, technological void. And it's never entirely clear when anything is set, because everybody's just got old, busted equipment and nothing works anyway. Except for the elevators. The elevators are pretty universally functional, and they will take you where you need to go. Is this door locked? Maybe I did need to go downstairs then. I don't even know. Or upstairs. There are a lot of floors in this building. Maybe that's why they modeled them. How about that? Nope, 6th floor just doesn't exist in this game. That's fine. I wonder if that is a reference to something. Alana Ray says, I sometimes wonder how the monsters in my version of Silent Hill would look and what they would represent. Me too. Like, I don't know why I would go to Silent Hill. Just in general, because it's Silent Hill and I know better. Just don't go there. Spooky nonsense going on in that town. Although I say that, we're actually not in Silent Hill yet. We do get there eventually, but right now we are in, I think, Asheville? Hi! I see that other guy creeping up on me in the background, and I don't like it. So let's reload that. Do a bit of that. Okay. It's hard to handle, but it has great range, says Heather. That is literally the opposite of how shotguns work. They are supposed to be close quarters specialists. You stop that. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. Like, shotguns are very specifically not long-range weapons, game, to the point that Alana Ray in chat right there has a joke about the sniper shotgun, that being his favorite weapon in games, but like it doesn't work like that. He's got a little song about it and everything. that, honestly, I think the first emote was great. Like, yeah, sniper shotgun. That's a cool thing. So here's a neat little touch. No more cigarettes for me. I quit for good. But also the fact that there is a smoking cigarette in that tray. Somebody was literally just in this room. And we missed it. Where could they have gone? Okay. Hey, there's that sound again. I forgot that played here. Oh. Hello, the cover to the movie Session 9. How are you doing? Hello, one of the promo images for this game. How you doing? It was literally Heather staring at this. And I saw it and I went, oh damn, this game's gonna be great. I really want to play Silent Hill 3. And then I did. Actually, this was the second one that I played. That's not why I'm playing it in this order for my stream. That's just the order that we've come to them. But yeah, I played Silent Hill 1 and then went, I gotta play the sequel. Let's get this one. There's a caption under the picture. Flame purifies all. By these remains may a person find the road to paradise. I've seen this picture before. No, wait, I've never seen it, but I do know it somehow. This is another point where, because we are on hard mode difficulty for the puzzles, yeah, this way. Because we are on hard mode difficulty for the puzzles, there is actually a solution somewhere which tells you how to solve this puzzle. But kind of like creating chlorine gas in the mall, there just isn't. You got to work out this puzzle on your own by just knowing things. Wild. Well, no, Empirical Woodland. I don't... Ah! Jaded Mew showed up and gave me a bit of a fright. Well, it's Halloween. You do want good fright. I have mentioned in the first stream that this game is more closely related to the first game than is Silent Hill 2. So that's why we came to this one. And also because I want to save Silent Hill 2 for, like, my birthday or something. It is my wife. I love it to pieces. But I feel like it does not love me back. Hi! That's not a nice sound. Is that an eye in the floor? It is. Wild. There is, I think, one more puzzle in this game that requires... Well, it doesn't really require it, but it's easier if you have outsider knowledge of something else. The only one that actively requires you to know things outside of this game is the Shakespeare Puzzle. And that's one of the reasons why it is the most difficult puzzle, because by golly, you've got to know 5 plays and a board game. No, thank you. Did I start on the second floor? I started on the second floor, didn't I? Yes. Can't go to the third floor, so let's go to the first. I know where the last puzzle item is, or at least the next puzzle item for this chain is. I just don't know where that is, if you see what I mean. I have to find a cafe. And there's an item in the cafe. Hi. Kind of feel like I don't want to get close to you. So I'm... That thing drained my health! Didn't it? I feel like it did. My controller started rumbling, and I'm like, I don't like that. I'm gonna run away. Okay. There's an Easter egg in this room. Can I do it? I'm gonna say no. Let's find out. Alright, come on. Come on. No, okay, never mind. So what is supposed to happen is this guy is supposed to start yelling in Japanese. I wonder. I think I know why. Let's find Ignite. Oh, that's right. You can equip health drinks in this one. You can put an item on. I think it's click right thumbstick and it will use it. Anyway, this is one of the special things that you can unlock in this game. Are you ready for some nonsense? Don't worry, it's not canon. Oh, game! You're not gonna do it? There's supposed to be this big magical girl transformation sequence and everything, but, there it is! Yeah! For some reason, this... I'm gonna leave, actually, because he's gonna kill me. But for some reason, if you're wearing this outfit and attack that monster with that weapon, he starts yelling in Japanese. Heather replies in Japanese. I believe it is, quotes from Dynasty Warriors? Whatever, here's a shotgun. That's what you get. Oh! Apparently Heather is still replying because we're in the cool outfit. How about that? This is an Easter egg that nobody can explain. It just... That's just something that happens in this room. Alright, let's take that off. That was shotgun shells, I believe. That's fine. And I'm a little bit upset that I didn't get to see the stupid magical girl transformation, because it's really stupid. For some reason, the only thing in the fridge is liver. The reason is that liver's disgusting, Heather. Anyway, we got liver. Now, we can carry on with whatever it is we're supposed to be doing. Oh, is that Lubu? All right then. I've never played Dynasty Camera, please. I've never played Dynasty Warriors. I'm just I've just been told that those voice clips are from that. So there you go. Right, what floor is the painting on? We are on the 5th floor. I said at the start of the game, we will see why I've changed into the white outfit, like the original outfit, about an hour into the stream. We're getting there. I think that's pretty cool. I've literally forgotten what floor I'm going to. It was the 5th floor, right? Let's find out. Let's stop looking at the time and hopefully find out. Yes, amazing. I meant to do that. Right. We go left. We go right. We follow the corridor. We go and go through that door. Tinker around with the painting, why not? Nope. That door. The one with the light on it, Andy. It's a bit of a tip for like game designers. I got that from the making of Half-Life. Gabe Newell's like, hey, if you want players to look at something, shine a big massive light on it. Shine a big massive light on it, and players will look at it. So, what we are supposed to do is we're supposed to find a science textbook, which tells us if you add oxidol to meat, you can then set fire to it. I forget the specific science behind it because, again, I don't really know things, but I do know the solution to this puzzle, and that it is that. So there you go. We can now burn this painting and reveal what is within. Oh, the answer's a door. Okay. I thought it was going to be, like a closet or something. Fun piece of trivia for you. This mouth right here, that's the cover to the Silent Hill 1 soundtrack. These ears? I have no idea. They're just there. But that's from the Silent Hill 1 soundtrack. That stare animation gets me every time. The priestess accepted the king's request and went to the village gates. But when she saw the monster, she tried to convince it with words instead of killing it. "Shut up, you! I'm gonna eat you up!" The monster didn't listen to a word the priestess said, but she kept trying to convince the monster to give up. It's wrong to eat people, you know. The monster grew very angry at this and attacked her, killing her with a single mighty blow. No beginning and no ending. I really didn't understand that story. That's a little heavy-handed. It's probably just some pages torn out from the middle of a book. Reminds me of, like, those German stories. There once was a boy who refused to eat his soup, and he became so thin that he died. The end. Oh, jeez, there's 3 of them now. That's... cheating! Away! That guy's having none of that. These guys, a rough time. Even with cheating endgame nonsense. Is that a fourth one? I'm glad I'm cheating. You guys deserve this. Yeah, there you go. If you suck your thumbs, somebody comes over and cuts them off with scissors, and that's from the resident German, so he knows. He lives in the country where this happens. These guys are... super dead. There... there is no kill like overkill, and that's why I made a point of going kind of hard with him. There you go. Problem solved. And all we had to use was this unlimited submachine gun. I regret nothing. Or maybe just run through the room. It's a lot easier that way. Wales is back in portable form. Hello. Please continue portably lurking. You missed a bit of nonsense. Oh, that's pretty cool. They're just... Yeah, there's like... Yeah, there's this whole additional room over here. You're under the bed. There's a monster under the bed, isn't there? No? Alright then. Oh! Yes, there is. Do you know what? That, until having to assist Tiny Child with... she's not afraid of monsters under the bed. She doesn't like bugs under the bed. She doesn't like bugs. And fair enough, it's bugs. Before having to assist with stuff like that, of course there's no monsters under the bed. How silly of you. And like, the symbolism of that never landed with me. I thought it was just creepy monster hiding, but like, no, actually, that's a childhood fear that a significant number of children have, is that there is a monster under the bed. How about that? And this is why it's fun to come back and play games with additional knowledge. Not only am I having fun playing Silent Hill 3, I'm learning things. Where are you? I may have fallen silent because I was counting my shots. I do this in team shooters as well. Oh, is that the door that I could have gone through last time? No. But it is unlocked, which is nice to know. Counting your shots does not count if you forget to reload, Andy. It's alright. I'm tired. I had to start work at like 6 o'clock today. I am finding some antique coins on a desk. My precious antique coins. And, oh, I remember what I do with that as well. Amazing. Wait a second. That's pretty lazy, game. Do I just use this item in the room that I got it in? Okay. Oh, and they reference that in Shattered Memories. That's like the first puzzle in the game. You have to get a key out of a Coke can. Well, how about that? Shattered Memories is also on the to-play list. Don't you worry, we're going through the entire series. At least, as much as I am able to play and stream. I'm not dragging the arcade machine up here to play that. That would be too unwieldy. That music's still going. I don't like that. How am I doing? How am I doing? 400 bullets. Alright, we are absolutely fine. This is why we turn on bullet adjust, people. It's incredibly useful. Actually, I think that's it. That's the thing that I need, isn't it? Yes, I'm relatively confident that's the last puzzle item, because of plot reasons. Maybe I should check the map before I go there, because it's labeled as a life insurance key, so I should probably find the insurance broker on the map, right? Let's give that a shot. Yeah, there you go, Elberton Life Insurance, so that's going to be over here. Excellent. These creepy sounds are less excellent. I know the noise is supposed to be like stereo and locational, but a lot of the time it feels like it's just coming from all around you, and the headphones do not help. But there he is. Now, yes, I will admit, it is taking a lot of ammunition to take down all these monsters. The point in this game in particular is something that they borrowed or carried over from Silent Hill 2, take a shot, is that you don't necessarily have to fight every monster that's in your way. In the first game, you kind of did. They would not leave you alone, and they were generally placed quite strategically to be in the way. But in this game, you can... Like in the dance studio, there was just a room full of monsters. You can ignore them. There's a room later on that exists to have 5 monsters in it. Don't have to go in there. Don't have to kill them. The king and his people shed tears at the death of the kind priestess. God took pity on them and, granting their wishes, healed the priestess. The priestess opened her eyes, just as she had done every morning of her life. She went once more to the monster's lair. Fool, you wish to die again? No, this time it's your turn. The priestess had come to defeat the monster once and for all. As the priestess was very, very kind, she felt sad about this task, but it had to be done. Swords and spears won't work. Arrows and bullets will just bounce off. You can't kill me, the monster laughed. But the priestess used neither sword nor spear. She chanted but a single spell. Tu fui ego eris. Do you know what happened then? The monster let out a huge cry, and then died and vanished. Thus, the villagers were able to use their gates once more. Everyone lavished their gratitude upon the priestess, and they all lived happily ever after. The end.
Tu fui ego eris. Weird writing.
It's Latin. I believe it means as I am, you will become. I don't know. It's been a while. Weird. That monster's gone. Well, I'm sure that doesn't mean anything. Let's keep on going. Everything's gonna be fine. But hey, if that monster's gone, well, that must mean that the monster guarding the door is gone. So we can just leave. And we can use the gates of the kingdom again, just like the story said. Oh, hello. There's a book on the ground. It's the first part of that fairy tale. Oh! How about that? I never found that before. Once upon a time, there was a monster living at the gates of a village. It was a very scary monster, and a very bad monster. It would catch people and crunch them up with its big teeth. The villagers were afraid of the monster, and no one would dare approach the gates. Everyone was stuck inside the village. When the king heard about this, he summoned his knights. The knights eagerly rode out to defeat the monster. Ha! Take that! Their swords slashed, and their spears flashed, but the monster wouldn't die. The monster tossed the knights into its mouth one by one, horses and all. What was the king to do? He fretted and fussed and paced the floor, but could think of no solution. Soon after, the village priestess came to the castle. She was a very kind and good person. The king asked her to defeat the monster guarding the gates. That's a pretty good way of looking at it there. How they're just, I kind of just want to go home. Oh, and here's me suddenly realizing that I didn't do my cool scene transition to night because we're in the dark world. Oh well, we're not anymore. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. It's all fine. You see that police tape? Ignore that. Everything is fine. We didn't do anything. Where is home? This was always a bit of the map that confused me, even though it's just a single street. Do I have a map? No, I don't have a map. Well, don't you be telling me off that I'm taking the wrong door and I'm not going home when you won't tell me where home is. I'm going to say it's down here somewhere. Because it's like the only route. Yeah, there it is. Once again, shine a light on it. Now, if you are playing on a New Game Plus, this is where you can get a special ending. And I have a save point ready to show that off. So don't worry, you're going to see it. But not right now. We've got stuff to do. We've also got a reference around here somewhere. Where's the mail room? Why are American apartments so difficult to navigate? Here we go. The mailbox is empty. There's no letter, from a dead wife or otherwise. Well, I don't have one of those anyway. That line of dialogue right there only shows up if you have a Silent Hill 2 save file on the memory card. And I do. Anyway, let's go home. Speaking of Silent Hill 2, do you want to see a reused asset? Because that chair right there is a reused asset from Silent Hill 2.
Dad, I'm home.
You know the one.
Something really crazy's going on. I think we should... Dad? Dad?
That's not a good look. That's the protagonist from the first game. Or at least what's left of him. But, yeah, that model is a pretty infamous one from Silent Hill 2, which is actually the protagonist of the second game. It's fine, no one will notice. This game was made on a slightly smaller budget. I forget what this music is called as well. But here's me jamming out to it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I should probably talk over it so that Konami don't get, like, claim happy on my videos. I got away with it on the first one. Let's see how I do with the second one. I also forgot that we did this bit now. I thought this was afterwards. Anyway. Speaking of not using a sword or a spear, but a gun!
You're late. But why? Why?
Revenge for 17 years ago, for one thing. If not for him, our dream would have come true.
Yeah, man, 1988 was weird.
Then he took you away from us.
I'll get you for this.
There is another reason. To fill your heart with hatred. It must be this way. One day you'll understand why.
No, I'll never understand.
You must try to remember me, and your true self as well. You will birth a god, and build an eternal paradise.
People keep mentioning that remember your true self thing. That comes up a lot. What's up with that?
He's the one who killed your father. I merely gave the order. So, what will you do?
Ma'am, I have 401 bullets. I will kill both of you multiple times.
In the town
This-
of Silent Hill.
The problem will solve itself. Right. So this guy is incredibly strong. I am down on caution health already. That's bad. Here we go. So this guy's called the Missionary, and he is supposed to be completely blind. It's supposed to be the case that if you turn the light off and stand still, he can't see you. But I guess that's not working out. So let's just go. There is no way that worked that easily. No, it didn't. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, Empirical Woodland, you joke about that being a sex position. Yes, actually, that is one of the reasons why he would be called that. I didn't save for a while. I should heal. The first boss we fought had quite a lot of sexual imagery going on. There is a reason that this guy does as well. Whoop, camera, please. I'm going to say that this section right here, I think he's invulnerable to firearms. So maybe let's try come at him with That was a really good, like, meaty crunch sound. I'm pretty sure this is what I'm supposed to be doing. You just need to hit him. Oh, and that's why the lightsaber's gonna have such a big startup. To stop this guy, to stop you, rather, from just rushing into this guy and taking him down in one hit. How about that? Not keen on a game that forces one form of combat over another. Gotta be honest with you. I want to use my busted, cheat, broken, unlimited submachine gun, but the game's not letting me. It's not letting me do much of anything right now. It's... Man, you remember in the last stream when we were talking about how the Benny Hill theme tune is a great addition to horror? I feel like it would go well in this fight with the two of us just chasing each other around. Alright, come here, you. Worst of it is, this guy becomes a regular enemy later on. And, I don't fancy that. It's absolute nonsense is what it is. Oh, and this piece of music is also great. It's called Never Forgive Me, Never Forget Me. And, like...
Then don't say anything.
Yeah. I really like it.
Fine. So, just get out of here and leave me alone already.
Calm down. I just...
Calm down? How am I supposed to do that? My father is dead. He's murdered. Get out. This is all your fault. If it weren't for you...
I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure it is actually old Douglas's fault.
To make you feel better, I will.
I remember a point you get to explore this place. I think it's now.
This.
What else can I do? There's no one here to give him a decent burial. I'm sorry, Dad.
What do you do now?
I'm going to Silent Hill.
What's in Silent Hill?
Some people are just stupid.
You think it's safe?
Of course it isn't. I don't know what kind of hell is waiting for me there, but I've got no other choice. I don't care about God or paradise. If that's what she believes, then fine. But she won't get away with what she did. When I find her, I'll kill her myself.
Revenge doesn't solve anything.
Maybe not, but that's what I'm going to do.
How you gonna get there?
None of your business.
I'll give you a ride.
I don't need your help.
Yeah, but it's too far to walk. Besides, I'm partly responsible for this.
Entirely responsible for this.
I'll bring the car around back. Come by and we'll finish saying goodbye.
You know, you might die too.
That's fine.
Nobody's gonna cry over my grave.
Right, couple things. This is why I changed Heather's outfit to the default one. Camera, please. It's bloodstained now. And this is the only outfit that does that. And it will remain like that for the rest of the game. Because essentially it plays out in real time. Heather is going to Silent Hill and she's not stopping and resting. She's just gonna get revenge. Also, longtime friend and stream buddy Beep Salt lists... Is that what I'm looking for? That's what I'm looking for. Right, we'll look at that in a second. Beep Salt lists this game as one of their favorites, and Heather as one of their favorite characters, and that scene specifically is why. Revenge won't help you. I don't care. I'm getting revenge. There we go. And now we have the stun gun in our inventory, and it will stay in our inventory because it's kind of useless. Next stop on our little tour of this apartment is, I lost it. I found it again. This right here. Right. This is a picture of a character called Jodie Mason, who is Harry's wife, who is seen one time in the Silent Hill franchise outside of this. She is the woman at the start of Silent Hill 1 who gives little Cheryl a boop on the nose when they find baby Cheryl. Don't know why she's having like the hands of two kids, because Harry only had one kid, but hey, there you go. Jodie is unnamed in the games, but she is named in the Silent Hill 1 novel. Seriously, there's no Hell's Drinks in the fridge? Alright. Pretty sure that is all there is to do here. Yeah. Oh, I like that she mentioned that she might call a church, because we got a dead body. We should probably bury that at some point. And there you go. This, I say, Empirical Woodland, this is for you. This is actually more for me, because I haven't saved for a while. And you see that? Apartment Hall, when you're not streaming and you can just bolt through the game. You could just go there. It's fine. Right. And hydrate as well. Thank you very much. I should. It's just plain water today. Had a bit of a sore throat this morning, and I'm like, I hope this isn't a cold. I'm fine. I'm just sitting here yelling at video games, like I do.
I just met some guy named Vincent.
Vincent?
He's a friend of yours, right?
I'm not sure.
He said when we get to Silent Hill to look for a guy named Leonard. And he gave me this map. What do you want to do?
We can't trust him, but we've got no other choice.
I feel like that's a very Silent Hill interaction, and I'm glad it's not just Heather who has to put up with that.
Here, take this too.
What's this?
Your father was holding it.
But, yeah, it's a very Silent Hill interaction where you stumble across someone and they go, hello, I'm non-suspicious. Here's some vague nonsense. Anyway, I got some stuff to do. And then they leave. And, yeah, we've had to do it. Douglas had to deal with it with Vincent. I'm glad it's not just us.
Started raining. Are you sleeping?
I'm awake.
You cold?
I feel
What's
like
the
she
deal
would
with
be.
Silent Hill anyway. It used to be a nice, quiet little town. But once on a missing persons case. Never did find him. But I'll tell you, that's one screwed up town. My line of work, you hear a lot of nasty rumors.
I was born and raised there.
Sorry. Didn't mean to offend you.
No offense taken.
This is a really good piece of music. It's called Letter from the Lost Days. It's a pretty good Mary McGlynn piece that nobody really mentions when talking about them. But,
What's wrong?
you know,
Feeling sick?
it's a good one.
My head's pounding like the worst hangover ever.
Maybe you're car sick.
No. I'm just trying to remember. My childhood.
So this bit's mostly just like a recap of the first game for people who haven't played it. Not sure why you'd come in part 3,
Woman named
but
Dahlia.
there you go.
She tried to summon the ancient god of the town.
You can just sort of kick back. We're going to be talking for a bit. How's everyone doing? We good?
It's crazy.
Maybe so, but it worked. The girl gave birth to a god.
Maybe you couldn't get parts 1 and 2. They did lose the gold discs for Silent Hill 2.
That girl had special powers.
It just doesn't exist anymore. So, that's one reason the HD collection is awful.
Witch. She could make things happen with her mind. She could kill people just by wishing for it. But in the end, that god was killed by a single person. My father, Harry Mason.
And that was the final part of Silent Hill 1.
Wasn't much of a
Right there.
god if it could be killed by a human being. But I think Claudia's trying to do the same thing again. And I've been chosen as the sacrifice.
You've got some kind of power in you too.
After the god was killed, the girl reappeared. She was holding a baby in her arms. Before she died, she gave the baby to my father.
I feel like I should just interrupt just to like, hello algorithm, go away. I'm sorry to bring levity to this serious scene.
No one would know who or what I was. It was so sudden. I never had a chance to tell you. To tell you how happy you made me.
I will give the voice actress some credit right there. That's some pretty emotional work right there. I am always eager to like call out people who do a good job. That was a good job. Once again, I'm going to talk about Silent Hill 2. There's a character who reads a letter in that, and as they do, you can literally hear them tearing up as they do it, and like, yes! Very well done. That
Head
is
for that Leonard guy's.
stellar.
You check out the hospital.
Check out the hospital. Nothing bad will happen there in a Silent Hill game. Don't you worry.
Gonna be okay alone?
I'm not a child, you know. Are you sure it's not you who's afraid to be alone?
right. I am afraid. I'm 50-something years old. I ain't never seen nothing like this. Still feel like I'm dreaming.
I mean, all hospitals are good if you're good. That's how Silent Hill works.
Yeah. I want to wake up and have a smoke already.
That's a pretty good line. I like that.
Finish looking around the hospital. Okay?
Roger.
And actually, that kind of goes to Douglas's point where he says, "What's happening to Silent Hill? It used to be such a nice place." It kind of still is. I am dying. Let's fix that. And let's change into my cool outfit again. Where is it? Hanafuda. There we go. Forget if I mentioned it. You have to solve a puzzle in-game to get this on the title screen. It's kind of meta. I love it. Anyways, now we're in this. And check it out. This one is not bloodstained. It's like, at least we bought our change of clothes. So the canon explanation is that there are 3 versions of Silent Hill. There is Silent Hill, like the place, which is this really nice little touristy town on the beach side, and there's a lake, and everybody goes there and hangs out and has a wonderful time. And then there is this version of Silent Hill, the Fog World, which is something vaguely spooky and sinister is going on, and not everybody sees this. This is only for people who are like somehow embroiled in the deeper mystery. And then there's the third one, which is that Hell World, which everything just sort of shifts back and forth between that as the plot requires. It's kind of crazy. Do you know what's also crazy? Look how good this fog is. It's like nothing has ever been able to do fog like this, because it uses a really good trick that only the PS2 can do, where it's really good at like sliding translucent JPEGs around in front of the camera. Nothing else can do that, just the PS2. I'm wandering on a parking lot again. There we go. Let's step out and explore Silent Hill. Check it out. Here we are. This is also a portion of the map that you can explore in Silent Hill 2. I forget what's at Jack's Inn. There's a car there, and there's a save point. I think that's about it. Oh, the doghouse is next to it. I'm relatively confident. Anyway. Oh, is it there now? Either this is not where you find it, or it just isn't in the game. Anyway, yeah, they've changed a couple of things around in this game versus Silent Hill 2. So, for example, if you see any fire hydrants, there used to be mailboxes. There are street signs and traffic lights that are just straight up missing in this version of the map. And that's about it. And I'm not entirely sure why, because there are small graphical changes as well. Like, there's this is how in-depth I have gotten into looking at these games. There are bins that have like recycling logos on them in Silent Hill 2, but they're just plain bins in this game. Textures have changed. Why? I don't know. They just sort of have. Oh yeah, that's right. Silent Hill 2 is like, hey, we have to go to the hospital to find your wife, but actually let's go through the bowling alley and a strip club first. And there's actually a plot reason for that. It's great. Can't wait to get there and talk about it. Let's not do that now. Let's just go straight there. is also where you find some New Game Plus items in Silent Hill 2. Gets you one of the special endings. What was that? As soon as I moved away, I heard something like ping in my headset, and I'm like, oh, is there something for me to go and look at? And I can point at it, and I can go, look at this wall texture, this is really important because of, like, plot-related reasons. I won't do that, but I want you to know that I could. I totally could do that. I've gone super in-depth on this game at times. Heather is rather unfit. Look at that. He's out of breath just from walking down the road. Oh, that's right. What we can do. We can go to the strip club. Let's do that. Why not? There we go. Heaven's Night. A, pretty good name. B, pretty lousy bar. Look at it. Oh, here we go. It's a tourism pamphlet. I've forgotten it, but it's true. Silent Hill was originally a resort town. Welcome to Silent Hill. Silent Hill, a quiet little lakeside resort town. We're happy to have you. Take some time out of your busy schedules and enjoy a nice restful vacation here. Row after row of quaint old houses, a gorgeous mountain landscape, and a lake which shows different sides of its beauty with the passing of the day, from sunrise to late afternoons to sunset. Silent Hill will move you and fill you with a feeling of deep peace. I hope your time here will be pleasant and your memories will last forever. Editor, Roger Widmark. I don't know who that name is. Like, I don't know if it's in relation to something, but, yeah. Also, is there anything in here? Is it just, like, just that? I would have sworn there was first aid kit. Oh, and some jerky. Nice. Have a bit of a snack as I go around Silent Hill. Roger, what was it? Widmark. Is that going to be an author that I do not know? Because most, I think all, actually, streets in Silent Hill are named after horror authors, and I wouldn't be surprised if they just threw out, like, here's another one, or here's a band member. Like, Sonic Youth keeps showing up a lot in these games. Jeez, that thing is huge. I'm not dealing with that. Did that thing just spawn in front of the camera? Or was it actually huge? I don't know. I'm leaving. I'm going away. I'm going to the hospital. I don't care. Oh, there you go. It's a reference to Silent Hill 2. Fancy that. Okay. So, these are the nurses in this game. And you'll notice, when the camera will look at them, that the massive parasitic growths on their backs are gone from the first game. They don't exist anymore. They never existed. They're not in any other Silent Hill game. Just the first one. But these guys move like they're being puppeted around. Like when this one took a lunge, you saw it kind of like rear back and move its arms like a marionette would. So they're still being puppeted around, just literally this time. That's a pretty cool visual design. Also, weirdly, these guys, turn that on, these nurses are the ones that show up in Silent Hill, the arcade game, not Bubblehead from Silent Hill 2, which is weird because the Bubblehead is probably the most recognizable monster, or at least regular monster from the Silent Hill franchise. The Pyramid Head's the he's the guy, you know? There are a bunch of different types of medicine, but none of it looks useful. I guess I should just leave it all alone. Hi. Oh, thank God I got that in the first room. My goodness, right? Look at the size of this place. Look how in-depth this place gets. I've been to Brookhaven so many times. I can never properly navigate it. I want... What are you stuck on? Oh, that's why. Right. Chap, I'm an idiot. I thought this was a door. Like a door. Not a cupboard door. Like a door. Cupboard door? Door. I am having a wonderful time on today's stream. Just slamming my face into walls. Cheating through boss fights. Talking about Silent Hill, the arcade game. It's fine. It's all fine. Yeah, the lore that I was going to talk about. There is an image on this very disc for a photograph of Harry and Heather on the wall of their apartment. And there's also an inventory item featuring the same picture. And the fan speculation is that you were supposed to be able to pick up that picture and take it with you, even though it doesn't really do anything. And I think it was cut because it looks really, really goofy to have big old chunky 64 polygon Harry next to this. Look at that. You don't want to stand her next to a PS1 model. It wouldn't look very good. What does this note say? This day has finally come. That's right, the day when you and I will meet. I was always thinking of you here in this gloomy cell. I never even knew your name or face until today. But now I know. I know you're the one I've been waiting for. And haven't you been waiting for me too? That's why you came to rescue me. Oh, how I love you, Heather. I want to give you my prized doll. I made it to commemorate our meeting, the start of this everlasting love. Ah, I can already see your smiling face. Stanley Coleman. Can I take it? No, we're just gonna read that note again. Okay, that's fine. Well, I don't want your stupid doll. I'm going. I've got to find Leonard or something. That's. I feel like that is just out there and odd enough that it could be a horror like character name, Leonard, but also it's not particularly spooky. It's a medical record or something. It's this Leonard guy. Could this be the same Leonard that Vincent was talking about? Room S12, presenting mild audiovisual hallucinations, emotional instability, obsessive ideas. Suspect mild schizophrenia. Will continue observation. Basically calm and cooperative with a strong sense of justice. However, according to reports, becomes very violent when overexcited. The other one is for Stanley Coleman. This is the guy who wrote that sick diary. Sick diary. Room S07, usually passive and cowardly, also egotistical. Sometimes shows and acts on obsessive attachment to a particular woman. This has caused violent incidents. Use caution. Use gun. And if that doesn't work, use more gun. Heather, what are you looking at? Is it those notes again? I think it's those notes again. Alright, let's go. Speaking of being a reference to Silent Hill 2, did you know this map is essentially just copied and pasted? they've changed around some of the the locked doors and all, but it's yeah, you come here in Silent Hill 2. It's actually a fairly long and involved section of the game. Which is weird, because nobody in Silent Hill 2 actually spent a prolonged period of time in Brookhaven Hospital. Because this is more like a mental institution, rather than a hospital. because the hospital is Alchemilla General. We've been there. That's, hi! That is a plot point from Downpour. Plot point, plot hole. One of them. Also of note, the nurses have red squares over their mouths, which, apparently that's important to something. I never noticed that. I don't know what it's important or relevant to, but it's a design choice that you can be made aware of. A plot hole indicates a plot. That is giving Downpour more credit than it deserves. Hi! This is not a good room to be in. And I don't have to be. Alright, let's go. Don't go in that room. Downpour's alright. Genuinely, it has my my favorite representation of Silent Hill, the town. Huh, alright then. I'm thinking of a different room. You'll see. The organization has me shut up in here. They mean to break my will, to make me forget about all that. But I'll stay sane, even if they throw me in here with lunatics. How about if I stick this to the wall? That would be worthless. You can peel it off, can't you? With that junk those nasty wenches won't stop using? If a thing has no meaning, there's no reason for it to exist at all, just as you exist for me. But why haven't you taken my doll with you? Oh, my gift must have embarrassed you. How cute you are, Heather. Stanley Coleman. Cookie, a toothbrush, a spoon, a Christmas card, a clock. And a key. Fancy that. Alright. Yeah, Downpour is my favorite representation of Silent Hill, the place. It looks absolutely fantastic. And there are some really, really good characters and character design choices in there. But as a game, it's pretty bad. It's not one of the good ones, but it's not the worst. It's like the third worst, I think. And that's just creating a tier list in my head. It's like, that's still locked. Right. Is it a case of just using the elevator? I think it might just be. What did I tell you? Silent Hill games. Nothing works. Everything's rusty. Doors are locked. Elevators are fine. We don't have... there's no game show in this one, unfortunately. It's... Third floor button doesn't work. There's no game show in this one. That's a particularly noteworthy, weird part in the second game. Is that you have to do a game show in the lift. Am I already here? Huh, okay. There is a particular door that needs to be opened, and I believe it's this one coming up on my left. Yeah, this is the one. Right. And is this the solution to that puzzle? There's a typewritten memo posted here. What's this supposed to mean? Right. So, we have this poem right here, which I'm not going to read, because it's kind of vile. But I am going to, like, button through it, leave it on the screen. So if you'd like to read it, feel free to, you know, pause it and have a read. It talks at length about eating a young woman's face and just committing horrible violence upon her, and I'm not about that, so I'm not gonna read it. But there you go. This is part of that. We're not gonna read that, but there it is. The very idea of just gouging out someone's eyes, and then it gets worse. So, yes, we have in fact looped right back around to Dharma from the start of the stream. So, there you go. Also, this line, chat. Come on. Man, this thing goes on and on and on. Some sort of electronics company. And RoboCop on the Game Boy. Anyway, that is the answer to this puzzle in that terrible poem right there. So, the answer to this puzzle is to look at this lock and imagine that it is a human face. And then we push the buttons in the same order that the writer of the poem injures the woman. So he mentioned using his left hand, so we start with this side of the keypad. He mentions drinking her tears. So if 1 is the eye, we go for 4, which is just below that. And then next, it mentioned the tongue. This is the mouth, which is bottom center, number 8. Come on, there we go. Next, it talks about the cheeks, which could be either 7 or 9. So I know the answer. It's 7. And finally, it mentions the left ear, which is number 6, because the person is facing us, so left and right are reversed. So there you go. I do believe that is the answer. I hope that's the answer, because it's not the answer. Oh no. Well, let's try the other one then. There you go, 4896. I told you, man. It's what I get for not paying full attention to that puzzle, because I don't really want to. Anyway, disgusting. I won't touch that thing with a 10-foot pole. I mean the note, Heather. Please read the note. Are you just gonna not read the note now that I've done that? Okay, no, there we go. There we go. Okay. You may not yet have realized your own true feelings, but you sense them unconsciously. And so you're trying to get closer to me. That's a virtue, the path to paradise. If the door's locked, open it. Use the password for the prison gates. Dr. I've forgotten his name. Anyway, that quack has it posted. He should be here too. I mean, 4 numbers would have been good enough, but he kept on going. Isn't it a shame? I'm not there. Aren't you irritated? I long for you, but you're so cruel. Still, I want you, Heather. Stanley Coleman. It's unclear as to whether this note was written by Stanley Coleman, or a different character who was mentioned in that note, the quack, the doctor, because there is a particular doctor who is mentioned in notes. I think it's in this game. It might be the second one. I forget where he shows up, but there's a particular problematic doctor in this hospital. Oh, here we go. It's a fashion magazine. There's some kind of memo stuck in it. Extra costume password. Touch my heart. What does that mean? Quiet means if you go and you put it in the the typewriter on the title screen, well then you get one of these. I forget which one it is. Actually, I don't think it's any of those. Maybe it's this one. I don't know. Either way, that's a password for a special costume once you've completed the game. Nail polish remover and some perfume. Nail polish remover. Hopefully we know what we're going to do with that. We have to go downstairs and take the key. And I'm going to go and do that now. Because I will forget. And I'm pretty sure you need the Pretty sure you need the key, like, through that corridor. So we will find out. Can I take the stairs? No. Not gonna lie, nail polish remover does have a pretty good smell. That said, I like the smell of petrol. I feel like I'm in a minority over there, but I really like the smell of petrol. It just possibly because I have mechanics in my family, so I grew up around that. And like I believe I've mentioned my gramps was an actual like literal engineer, so engine oil and petrol and Swarfiga, love them. Make a Swarfiga candle. That would be cursed. Let's not go in the death room. Let's go in this room down here. See, Jaded Muse on the level. They like, kind of like the smell. Where is... Okay, so this is something that we can equip. It will alert monsters to our attention. They will always hone in on us no matter where we are on the map if we are wearing perfume. So don't do that. And we still have our Shakespeare anthology. Very, very important that we have our Shakespeare anthology. I can't use that here. The hell you can't, Heather. Come on. There we go. This is like that bit in Silent Hill 1 where... Oh, hang on. What a wretched sound. This is like that bit in Silent Hill 1 where, like, oh yeah, dead simple to defeat this boss. You just use the red liquid. And then it didn't work. It's great listening back to that. Just audible panic. Wasn't great playing it. But there you go. Going back to chat. Excuse me. Empirical Woodland. What is bitumen? Not gonna lie, after I said that, halfway through saying that, I'm gonna be like, is this one of those things like, what's ligma? But no, bitumen I don't believe plays into that kind of a joke. So, yeah, what is that? Oh, part of what makes tarmac. Yeah, I'm with you. I kind of get why a person might like the smell. It smells kind of industrial, but I get it. Yeah, I'm with you. There's a suspicious space between the shelf and the wall. But I can't squeeze into there, and there's no way I can move the shelf either. Streaks of blood, as if something got dragged, are continuing on to the back of the shelf. No, it's more like they start from the back of the shelf. Isn't the spatter pattern the wrong way round? There's more blood on this side, so it started here and went that side behind the shelf. Reminds me of, oh, hey, this is where you normally get the submachine gun. But, we got the USMG, so we're set. It's a wheelchair. Where's the person that was using it? There's a game. There we go. Playing Condemned 2 that game kind of requires you know a little bit more than a person would normally know about spatter pattern analysis, and the game kind of calls you out for that at one point, and that's pretty cool. I like that. Oh, okay. I thought we would have to unlock the stairwell in turn, not just. Yeah, that's fine. That's a pretty creepy sound. I don't know if I like that. Let's go to the roof. Surely nothing bad will happen up there. That's a lie. That something will absolutely happen up here. Oh, hey. I also like the rooftop. It makes me want to fly. You too? Stanley Coleman. Now, I believe this place is populated with monsters? Yep. Yes, it is. You guys need to stop bothering me when I'm doing commentary. Get out of here! I also like that Heather cranks right the way back when she aims up firing that. That's pretty great. How are you still alive? Both of you. How are you still alive? Stop it. Stop doing that thing that every 4-year-old does and swinging your arms around. Stop it. You two. Draining my health. Healing items. Good job I'm in a hospital. Anyway. I believe... Is it this? Yeah. I think it's this bit. Or maybe it isn't. There's a portion of this fence that you can examine. And Heather comments on it. Ooh, cool. And I believe this only happens if you have a Silent Hill 2 save file on the disc. Oh, here we go. Is it you? Just a normal screen. It doesn't look like it's about to break and fall. But, yeah, this is in reference to a part in Silent Hill 2 where you come up here and it's like, yeah, there's some really important plot item here. And then Pyramid Head just boots you off the roof. Hello. Hey, you do not get to go my bad on that. If you needed to rest, you needed to rest. I am not going to fault you on that. But welcome back. I hope we didn't have Silent Hill nightmares, because I believe the phrase I used earlier was spooky nonsense. That's what this game is. Don't mind me, chap. Flowing freely, your ebony hair like the night sky, scattering fragrance. My heart clamoring in my chest. Like a storm, you trifle with it. Your pristine glance, like a feast when you smile. My thoughts disturbed, my breath, like opium it drives me mad. Eric, a great poet who conveys my feelings so well. I shouldn't have let this place get to me. Should never have gone crazy. But it's superbly enjoyable to drown in my love for you. But why won't you accept proof of my love? Don't stand on ceremony now. After all, you and I exist as one. What I give to you is the same as what I give to me. Stanley Coleman. Anyway, why would we need to unlock this door from the outside? We can't go in there. Surely there's nothing bad in here. That's it. That's all that exists in this room. Just her. I believe her name is Christine. Anyway. Let's, gun. Back out we go. We find her name. I believe there's a note. Again, this is the doctor who is up to some shady nonsense. Mentions trifling with a woman named Christine. And there's a good variety, but nothing I would need. And that's her. There's a note somewhere that says that she was locked away in one of the solitary confinement cells just to dwell on her thoughts of telling on him. And there you go. It ties into a comment that Vincent makes towards the end of the game. Wait. Oh, snap, I don't actually have the code to that one written down. I guess we're gonna have to do some good old-fashioned regular type puzzle solving, chat. It's probably fine. You know what's weird? I don't actually have the easy and normal mode solution written down for the lock that we did do. This guy down here with the talking about the disfigured face. Oh no, I know how that one goes. That's algebra on the easier difficulties. It says like, oh, the first one is even, the second is bigger than the third is twice the fourth, and it's all that sort of thing. And honestly, given how I did with Dicey Dungeon, chat, I just reflexively tapped the left button because that's what you do in Overwatch when you're out of ammo. That's where reload is. Having seen how I do that, she's got a gun. Pillman's got a gun. Get out of here. Having seen how I do with algebra in Dicey Dungeons, you don't want me to do that on stream. I will instead button through that horrible poem and come back to it. Just read the solution out of my notes. Okay, are we good? I think we're good. Are we good? Yes. Hello? Oh! I know you! This is... What is that? 324. And then over here, we have an attaché case. Well, of course that didn't work, because we're playing on hard mode. So you have to set the thing to military time. But I also believe that's not worked, because I don't think it's actually 24. Oh, there you go, 1528. Of course it was. I can tell the time, chat. Right? I played an Amsoft video game called Time Man 2, and it taught me to tell the time when I was a small bab. And so I know how to tell the time. I also know how to get the You guys are jerks. Is this just another death room? That's just another lovely room of death. Let's get out of there. I'll tell you why I call it military time. It's somebody I know used to date a sniper, and I spent a lot of time hanging out with him. So I'm just used to it being called military time. It is from him that I got the phrase, if it looks stupid but it works, it's not stupid. No, like an actual member of the military. Surprisingly chill dude. But I guess you'd have to be if you had such a horrible job. Like, there... You say something? Do you hear that? Somebody was whispering in this room, and I heard it, and I don't like it. Background unknown. Name age unknown. Not admitted patient. Found in poor mental state on hospital grounds and temporarily installed in room M4 at chief discretion. Died late tonight from blood loss due to severed carotid artery. Was grasping own kitchen knife in right hand. Assume this was cause of neck wound. Possible suicide, but wound. Wound angle suspicious. Sent to second floor treatment room for further investigation. Have received no proof or corroboration of event from patient residing in same room. Have not notified police. However, for future necessity, leave victim's bed and effects intact. Room M4. Oh, and that's going to be the guy who's like, start time is the key. That's the clock. That's how he knew how to do that. Okay. No, okay, this is bugging me. You guys can't see this, but like my audio monitoring for my game is registering something in this room. Weird. Weird. There is a notably famous historical figure in Finland whose name I forget, and I can't pronounce it anyway because it's Finnish, colloquially known as the White Death. And he was, by all accounts, one of the nicest guys you could ever meet, except that he was, like, one of the greatest snipers in the world, and he just went out and just took down battalions on his own. Your guy went pretty hard. There's a good Sabaton song about him. And generally speaking, from the people who knew him, like, personally, he was really calm and polite and chill because of the horrible things he had to do in the name of, like, protecting his home. And I kind of get that. Because it doesn't seem like a very nice job is all. Anyways, I'm going to get my notebook out. Because this one's randomly generated. And I'll need to remember it. And I won't. Are you ready? 2, 7, 3, 6. There we go. And then that's the code for the 3rd floor hospital lock. I thought we had to do that thing where you put like the copy paper over it and use a pencil. I might be thinking of Silent Hill 2. I might be thinking of LA Noire, let's be honest, because you do that a couple times. Right, Q, hello. I'm glad you're here. I mean, that is the nature of horror games. This is supposed to be played on your own, in the dark with headphones on. And it is somewhat ruined by having a chirpy British voice over the top of it. Alright, here we go. Come on, come on. There we go. That was a very big lug. That's like a 2 hour plus lug. Very much appreciated. Oh, also it's Monday. I get to lurk in your stream later. That's great. It's a magazine, just some kind of gossip magazine. Are you one of the developers' wives? You might be. Teaching Despair. Hope House. Oh, it's Sabotage Apex Day. Even better. Oh, that reminds me. I'm going to make a note, and I'm going to tell you on your stream. There you go. Tune in and find out. Hope House, an orphanage on the outskirts of Silent Hill. But behind its false image is a place where children are kidnapped and brainwashed. Just going to put like a blanket content warning for this, because this is kind of a real document. I'm going to be honest. Hope House is managed by the Silent Hill Smile Support Society, a charity organization sometimes called 4S and 1H. It's true that 4S is a well-respected charity that takes in poor children without homes and raises them with hope. But at its heart, it is a heathen organization that teaches its own warped dogma in lieu of good religious values. Mr. Smith, temp, who lives near Hope House, has this to say. Sometimes at night I can hear their weird prayers and the sounds of children crying. I went there to complain one time, but they ran me right out. Since then, it hasn't changed a bit. In fact, this reporter was refused admission when he attempted to take photographs in the facility. What exactly do the folks at Hope House have to hide? During my investigations, I was able to discover, however, a suspicious-looking round concrete tower which appears to be part of their facilities. Unfortunately, no one was willing to tell us what the tower was used for, but it seems unlikely that it was anything to do with the business of raising orphans. In fact, it may be a prison or a secret place of worship. The cult religion that operates Hope House is known by the locals simply as the Order. That's a translation error, which has kind of messed up everything in Silent Hill lore. I will yell about that at length in every game where they come up. It's a religion that is deeply interwoven with Silent Hill's history, but its worshippers' fervent belief that they are among the elite chosen people has a dark and dangerous side. I intend to continue my investigation of Hope House and the cult behind it. I've always believed that telling the whole truth and showing children the true path is our most important duty. Joseph Schreiber. I feel like I've heard that name before. So that is tissue and an alarm clock. Huh. That is kind of a setup for something they discuss and they do in Silent Hill 4. One of the levels is just this impossible concrete tower, and that's it. It's Hope House. And they kind of beef jerky. And the Perica wouldn't you make me lose my place. And yeah, you go to that tower in Silent Hill 4, and it's awful. Just dreadful. Silent Hill 4, that is, not necessarily the tower. Oh no. Oh, chat, she's gone. There are few things more sad than a broken toy. Just gotta tell you that right now. Come on, read, book. Here we go. Goodbye, Heather. I'm sorry I wasn't able to respond to your love. It's all over. Leonard despises me, because I made fun of it, saying it would come to this. If it weren't for his meddling, I would have been able to meet you in just a little while. Then I could have taken you to my world. A world for us to be alone, more beautiful than this one. And I had been waiting for this day, for today. The day I'd see you, the day you'd save me, today. Heather, watch out for him. Leonard is no ordinary guy. Farewell. I loved you. Heather, my goddess. Heather, my lover. Heather, my. It's pretty creepy right there. So, hi! So, yeah, the order is a mistranslation. It's... Jeez, where did you come from? This is getting out of hand. Now there is 2 of them, and you are strapped. So yeah, the order. Typo. Mistranslation. It's supposed to be, like, a nebulous Japanese, pronoun, I think is the right word for it. Basically, it doesn't have an English equivalent. It's supposed to be those guys over there. And it doesn't... Like I say, it doesn't have a direct translation, nor any specific meaning. It's like... Loath as I am to use the phrase, right, the English equivalent would be those people. You know, those people. That's the kind of phrase that the order is supposed to be in Japanese. But it was translated as the order because it doesn't really work in English. And a lot of the Western developers have picked that up and run with it, where it's... Ahoy hoy. But yeah, a lot of the Western developers have picked it up where it's like, oh, the Order, it's a cult. Bunch of weirdos in hoods.
Hello?
Claudia,
No, I'm not.
don't lie to me, Claudia. You're always trying to run from your responsibilities. Have you come to apologize? Or maybe you still don't realize how foolish you've been. The salvation of all mankind. What a ridiculous dream.
Wait, just listen to me for a second.
I've heard enough from you already. How did you turn out this way? Where did I go wrong?
Listen to me already. I'm not Claudia.
You're not Claudia.
My name is Heather. Who are you?
Leonard Wolf. I'm sorry. I thought you were my daughter.
What an interesting turn of events right there.
Claudia is your daughter?
Oh, so you know her, do you? Are you one of her followers?
No, never. When I find her, I'm...
I can feel the hatred
What?
behind your words. The anger. You plan to kill her, don't you?
I'm sorry, but she killed my father.
She's a fool. But she's still my daughter. I was going to forgive her if she changed her ways. But I see it's too late.
Guess we're just gonna have to kill everyone.
Will you help me?
Help you?
I'm locked up in here. And I must stop Claudia.
Where are you now?
I'm not sure myself. But the door is at the end of the hall on the 2nd floor. I think I can be of help to you. I have a seal. Please.
A seal?
Well, I'm not a marine biologist. I don't know how that's gonna help us in Silent Hill, but okay, I'll...
Hall on the 2nd floor.
Don't laugh at that. That was stupid. That is top tier dad jokes right there. That is, whenever we give tiny child animal crackers, that's where we get the joke, do not eat if seal is broken. And she rolls her eyes super hard every time. She learned that from my sister, but like, She is right to do so. It's a really bad joke. Right, the hallway at the end of the second floor. Let's go do that. I don't quite know what he's talking about because the second floor is just a row of individual holding rooms, but hey, what do you know? Let's go take a look. Criddle has redeemed a compliment in chat, and that is, I really appreciate how you are able to simplify complex topics that you are learning and explain to me like I'm 5, which is how we know that you know what you're doing. I'm a very firm believer that if you understand something, you can explain it in a multitude of ways, and potentially very simply, depending on what you're talking about, and you get there. I appreciate that very much. Well, no, there isn't a seal in the, like the Cadbury's animal crackers, but like animal crackers, it's a joke. Anyway, let's go through this totally normal door. This is fine. Nothing bad's gonna happen in here. Ooh, actually, I believe this is where we find some cut content. I mentioned in the first stream that we are playing the uncut PS2 version, which has, like, one scene changed, and it's in here. I'm pretty sure it's in this corridor. What is joke? Oh, I don't know. I've been doing this for many, many years. I still haven't figured out what a joke is. Like, I watched the video where the guy goes, spin! And that makes me laugh every single time. So, I guess that's the joke. The word spin. Okay, well, I guess we're back in the hospital, but also it's another one of these corridors. And we're gonna get locked in if we don't hurry. That's not true. But this is a little bit of a maze. Now, Empirical Woodland, you're thinking of Silent Hill 2 again. And I don't blame you. I think of Silent Hill 2 often. I carry it in a little picture and a locket around my neck. But no, that's not the uncut portion of this game. Am I just back where I was at the start again? No, right, third time's the charm. What on earth is going on? Okay, there we go. Right. I wonder if the game's trying to draw my attention to something. Hi. This picture. This one doesn't make my head hurt when I look at it. But I know this one. It must be...
Still has an unusually high fever. Eyes don't open. Getting a pulse, but just barely breathing. Why? What is keeping that child alive?
So, this is how we know this is an original run copy of Silent Hill 3, because subsequent releases on the PS2 and other consoles remove that audio. Because Konami thought they had the license to use Thessaly Lerner's voice, but they didn't. So that was used without permission, and they got sued super hard. But before the actual case was brought up anywhere, they just paid her off and removed it from subsequent pressings of the game. But I've got an original run, and it's hard copy, and you can't delete that. It's mine. It lives on my shelf. There you go. Take that, Konami. What the hell? Was I daydreaming? No, it was more like watching a video in a dark room. Ooh, fancy that. But that nurse, I know her. Lisa, who was so heavenly towards me in that hellish hospital room. She did get a little weird, though. Like, it is Silent Hill lore that you have to dunk on Lisa. Terrible things happen to her, and it's just bad things happen to Lisa Garland in Silent Hill. It is the law. Even the game that has, like, zero gore in it, it happens in there. I'm trying to ignore Empirical Woodland using the word wangleberries, but it's right there on the screen. I can't stop looking at it. This guy's called Valtiel. He's kind of cool. No one is entirely sure what he's doing. It's a pretty creepy nurse down there. Let's not look at that. So this is lovely. Look at that. This absolutely blew my mind the first time I played this game. Look at this mess. The walls are bleeding. No version of this game has ever been able to recreate this. The only thing that has ever come close to give it its credit is Silent Hill Homecoming, which does the it does the bleeding walls effect where everything melts away, or burns away, I should say, and it does the movie transition effect. Because realistically, Silent Hill Homecoming is Silent Hill, the game, the movie, the game. Is there anything in those other seclusion rooms? I don't believe there is. Am I going to check? Yes. Can I even see the doors? No. This is something else I really like about this particular version of the hospital. Everything's just really, really blurry. And really... Hi. This hand on the window is a reference to slightly less critically acclaimed movie, The Ring 2. If you hack the camera, it's not actually attached to anything. It's just a hand and a wrist attached to a window. My audio monitor's picking something up again. There's something in that room. I mean, it could be a reference to Titanic. There is very specifically a part in The Ring Part 2 where it's like a hand comes up through a window like that in a mental institution, I believe. Yeah, these doors just do not exist anymore. It's wild, but like, this is such... I don't know how well this is showing up through like the bitrate, and I don't know how well it will show up when we export it to YouTube, but everything in this hospital is horrendously blurry, and it's like you're going through this room with a migraine. It's fantastic. It wouldn't be if you actually had a migraine, but you... If I was playing on hard difficulty, that'd be the end of me. That's one reason why I'm not. Or Extreme X difficulty, Alana Ray. I see you. Alright, where are you? Do you know what? Oh, there we go. There we go. I was gonna say, am I out of shotgun shells? No, I have loads of them. Let's... He saw me coming. That's another punchline to a really good joke, but it takes a while, so let's not. Let's maybe disengage a little bit. Get something with a little bit more stopping power. How about? Kick. Go for the one on the left, Heather. Thank you very much. Well, now we've got more to do. You have nobody to blame but yourself. And maybe Claudia. I've been paying attention to the plot. Draining my health. How very dare you. So this goes back to something that I started off talking. I started the stream off by talking about this. There you go. Get those words in the right order. The Silent Hill franchise has always focused on enemies that are representative of something. And, oh, hang on. No, we're doing this. It's this room. My sister refuses to play Silent Hill. The only thing she knows about Silent Hill is this room. I don't know how she knows about this room. Possibly because I've told her about this room. But, yeah. Oh. That's not good. Maybe we should just leave. Maybe we can't. That's kind of horrifying. I don't like that. Game, what are you doing? So yeah, everyone knows this room is Silent Hill 3. Everyone loves this room. Look at it. There's a laugh riot. There is a reason I'm turning, by the way. Partially to show that my reflection has also been coated in blood. There you go. Because as soon as your reflection stops moving, you start taking damage pretty severely. So, get out the room. Get out of that room really quickly. I've made a loop, and I probably should not have done that. Yeah, because now I'm back in that blurry corridor. Ooh, I missed a door. However, could I have missed a door in this wildly blurry corridor? The examining room would be over here, which would be you. There we go. There's a dead body hanging from the ceiling. The blood dripping from it has totally filled the bucket set out below. Who would do this, and for what? It looks like a full-out bloodletting. Well, that's charming. I'm leaving. So yeah, Silent Hill has a long-running thing where the enemies are representative of fears, or past sins, or your subconscious in some way. Kind of depends on the writer and the game that you're playing, but it's all along those sort of lines. And the monsters that are designed to sweep Heather off her feet and then crawl all over her. I'm just gonna leave that description there. Are we on the third floor? Let's try the second floor then. But yeah, that's where those enemies come from, and that's why they do that. And this goes back to why I think it's a good idea that they gave Heather the redesign and not the super cool, super cop design that they gave her in the first place. Excuse me. Because it can work if you make your characters kind of cool. Like Alex. We played Eternal Darkness recently. Alex Rovers. She's kind of cool. Because the plot of the game does not necessarily involve some of the psychology and symbolism that this game does. Like you've seen some of the the puberty and the body image stuff hanging around. That only really works in this game and not so much Eternal Darkness. That's more cosmic horror. Also, hello, the E3 trailer. I watched you, and I thought I was being pranked. Because how is this anything to do with Silent Hill? I don't know. Ahoy hoy?
Happy birthday to you.
This game is illegal! They didn't get the rights for this!
To you.
Was it in public domain at this point? I don't know. Probably not. But,
Forgot your name.
Who are you?
Oh, okay, thanks. Happy birthday, dear. Who are you? Happy birthday to you. Happy 31st birthday.
although I did like
Leonard?
that line right there.
The murderer's name, not my name. I'm not your beloved Stanley either. He's underground now. His new name is Number 7.
Chat, make a note of that, it's important.
But don't worry about that now. It's time to celebrate your birthday.
You've got me mistaken for someone else. Today's not my...
I'm not mistaken. Today is your 24th birthday.
I like how that
I...
is the thing she is concerned with right now.
Which do you prefer? To give pain or to receive it? You can have the one you hate the most.
I definitely hate plot progression the most. And friendship and affection, my god, don't give me those. I hate those. Anyways, yeah, the E3 trailer for this game was Heather taking that, getting the happy birthday, dear, who are you, and then it like turned into a AMV for You're Not Here, which worked surprisingly well. And the first time I saw it, I thought I had been pranked. Yeah, nothing to do with Silent Hill, that. What is it? And then it came out, and I found it, and I went, alright. There's nothing important in the trash. No use digging around in there anymore. Something strange is cooped up in the lockup. I think I'm safe, but I shouldn't get too close. This has just kind of stuck with me because it's like... This is what Silent Hill is pretty good at. Is just like, anyway, here's this horrible thing. Does it mean something? Yeah, probably. I don't know. Just get your plot item. Off you go. Heather, what are you aiming at? What are you aiming at? Aim at the monsters! I'll tell you what's truly horrifying, chat, is unresponsive aiming controls. Get him! There we go. If you guys are like draining people's bank accounts, can you to mine, please? I believe if you make a pretty generous donation to the CPC Gamer Foundation, all... There's that crying baby sound again. I don't like that. All donations are gladly accepted. I'll... drain my bank account, mate. If you want the, like, £2 that's in it, you can have it. That's a lie. No, you can't. I need that £2. I need it. We had to do this, we had to set up, like, two-factor authentication for, the app that we use at work. Which, it's not like a bespoke app. It's not for the company I work for. It's a cheaper, worse version than Slack, somehow. And, yeah, we set up two-factor authentication. And I've said, like, if somebody wants to steal my identity and watch these stupid training videos on my behalf, they can. I'll let them. Nah, I don't need those. I don't even need that. What do I need that. I came in here. Let's use the bag. That's what I come in here for. Plastic bag with blood. I like how we're in a hospital and could feasibly collect a blood bag from somewhere, but the game's like, nah. Nah, you go make your own. Although we probably couldn't do that, because Brookhaven is a psychiatric institute. It's not a hospital. Alchemilla is the hospital. There's also St. Jerome's, if you want to go to, like, the deep law. Can't do anything on the second floor. So let's go to the first. Do you know what? Empirical Woodland actually is a pretty cool fella. Something I admire very much about him, free compliment time. Something I admire very much about him is that the circle of stream friends that he and I roll in, there's a lot of overlap. Little Frankie, Beepsol, that sort of thing. Generally speaking, if you go in, #1 gift sub donator is gonna be him. And it's gonna be some ridiculous number as well. What was it the other day? You hit 30 plus gifts in Little Frankie's stream? That is not a small number. The world is teeming with unnecessary people. And it's God's decision that I fight. As a knight of honor, as a protector of the seal, I sacrifice myself to the blood of criminals. So you think you... Okay, who wrote this? I want to ask him. So you think you're one of the necessary ones? But it seems like I've heard this protector of the seal business somewhere before. Okay, no, that is the correct version of teaming. It took me a while. Yeah, and look at that. Empirical Woodlands currently has the little gift box next to his name in my channel, because that's the kind of a cool dude that he is. There you go. That's your compliment. I need to find a save point. Can I get a save point? I hear you. Where are you? Oh, it's you! That's what I was expecting, is one of you little fellas. Were you gonna attack that nurse? Ooh, monster infight is great. I love it. I'm hoping we can find a save point soon. I'm pretty sure the next save point is actually at the end of this dungeon, which kind of sucks, because I seem to recall it being a ways away. I notice we've suddenly got 3 basement floors to contend with, and I don't like the look of that. I don't remember what you do down there. But it's Silent Hill. It's not Euclidean space. Ah! Criddle has cheered 10 hearts. Look at those hearts. And, now that we can hear the sounds, I don't believe I've explained this one. That is the station announcement. Oh, there you go. There's your save point. Cool. There's a memo here on the chart. Dr. Midkiff, please use extra caution with the patient in room 312. He should still have his religious freedom here in the hospital, but he shouldn't push his faith on the others. I am a victim too. Rumor has it he got here by stabbing someone over a religious dispute. Please be careful. R. Crosby. P.S. It looks like the rumor is true, according to the head nurse. I do think he's a good person otherwise, though. Easy to deal with. Yeah, don't be touching those, Heather. That's good. Anyways, I'm gonna save, and then we're going to explore this nightmarish hospital next time we come here, because that's 3 hours. How about that? Amazing how quickly these things pass. Who are we going to raid into? I know who we're gonna raid into. Right, this is somebody in Katie's server list. We are gonna go to Crafty Gamer Lady, because I was watching her before I came here, and I said, hey, I'm gonna go do my stream. I'll come back and check yours in a bit. And what is she currently playing? Animal Crossing? She's currently playing adverts for Audible. Thanks, adverts. Fadverts. Let's go raid her. She's pretty cool. Raid Crazy Craft? Yeah, okay. Crafty Gamer Lady. Cool. No stream tomorrow, because we don't really do that on Tuesdays. But on Wednesday and Thursday, more Breath of Fire. Tune in then for that. And until next time, goodbye.